My friends, I've had several of my buddies, my guitar buddies, ask me, do I think they should go for something like a Helix, like a modeler, or for floor pedals and amps? And it depends on what you're looking to do. I thought what I'd do tonight, though, is do something I haven't seen a lot of anybody else do. Just run through the amps and cabs. Now, I could just do the amps themselves, and you could mix and match the cabs, whatever. But I've got over here, if you look, hopefully you can see where I'm scrolling. That is where the amps are. I've got a patch set up, and you can see up the top up here that I only have the one block. I have no reverb, no EQ, no anything. Why am I doing this tonight? I just want my friends to understand the power of what's here and all the freaking amps that are in this thing. It's amazing. I also brought up over here to the left the list of amps so that you know what, when it says who what, you know that's based on a high watt. Soup Pro is based on a Soup Pro, of course. Stone Age is based on a Gibson, all these different old Gibson stuff. So what I've got this whole list over here. I'll try and remember and move it along as we go. If not, then you can go to the website you can go to is called Helix Help. It's helixhelp.com/models. And it will actually show you all the different amp models that are in here. And it's mind-boggling, honestly. Now, I'm going to real quickly, I'm just going to play like 2 or 3 chords, maybe a note or two here. I'm not going to prolong my playing, which is terrible. But I'm going to show you the sounds, just the sounds. And I'm going to go through this whole list right here, just playing for 10, 15 seconds. Each one of these, let you see what they sound like, just so you can get an idea what it sounds like. No reverb, no EQ, no effects of any sort, just the variety of amps that you've got. And some of them are really overdone. A lot of them that I might try to make a little bit cleaner, they've got as their default, like the Tweeds here, there's more gain here, more drive than what I would put on it. These are their defaults, so we'll go through this. If you want to hear any of these cleaned up in a future video, let me know and I'll do it. I'm just going to go through their presets of just the amps and cabs. Now, like I said, could have just done the amps, but I like to just give you the amp and the cab that's typically associated with it. To me, that seemed to be a more logical way to do this. And I'm going to leave my mic on so I can talk a little bit. You will hear a slight bit of my string sound. But I'm playing a Les Paul Studio tonight, just so you know. I'm in the bridge pickup right now. I might go back and forth on some of the models to the neck pickup. I'll try to tell you as I go. So here's the who-wah. Nice and clean. Nice, and it can be, of course, souped up a lot, made to be a lot crunchier. So I'm going to go down every one is Supro. Wow. Voltage clean. Blues. See, I wouldn't put that much drive on that. I would typically go back. I don't know why they've hit some of these with so much drive and stuff, but I'll just still, I'm going to go through. Wouldn't typically go through a Fullerton sound. Let me kind of advance this down here so you can see what we got. So if you watch over here on this side, on the left, you'll be able to see kind of what it is we're looking at from the amp model. So here's a jumped. Love the jump sounds. It's a thick sound, isn't it? Grammatico jump. You see here we're getting ready to get into the little champ dude here. Excuse me, folks. A little bit of dry throat tonight. Oh, I love that. Fender amps alone are really great in this. Never played divided amps. Probably out of all these amps that are in here, I maybe played about 10 of them, mostly Marshalls, Voxes, or Fenders. My old guitar teacher in college did have a Mesa Boogie that I played through that. Jazz. Sweet. Now we're into our Voxes. This could be made to sound really nice. Move this on down into the S6 over here so you can see kind of what we're looking at. We're getting to go into those fawn sounds and all too, which are really pretty sweet. Matchless. The orange sounds are nice. Sorry. You got a ton of British in here. As you should have, a lot of Marshalls. Nice collection. Indicator dirty. That's a Friedman. Okay, didn't know what that was. It's a wicked sound. We're getting to some of the chugging sound. Sorry, I'm getting lost in some of these. There's a rectified sound. Sorry. It's nice. Trying to get you down here. It's what is ANGL. What is that? That's the Fireball 100. Never played amps like this. It's just insane. Soldanos. I have played through one of these before. Dropped my pick. This is the Line6 Vento, which is new. I can't figure out what I think it sounds like. It sounds nice though. Again, all these can be cleaned up. So I know it's a lot of high gain. last one is like a litigator. I like to have a good clean one in here now and again. So there you go. I went through those pretty quickly, hopefully. Turn some volume off here. And this is, again, no effects, no anything except for just the amp with the recommended cabs. So my recommendation to anybody that's really seriously wanting to chase 1,000 bits of tone and stuff, you can do that. One thing I haven't pointed out over here is, so not only do you have all these amps that you can just tweak beyond belief. If you go over here to this website, again, it's helixhelp.com/models is what I've got. But there's this drop down menu over here, and you can go look at the different. You can look at the cabs if you want to, and see all the different cabs, or you can go to all the like reverbs and what all the reverbs. You go here and you can preview all these different things and look at what the descriptions of what all the different things do. So if you're thinking about getting a Helix, my recommendation is, well, do whatever's going to make you do more music. I have to say, I think I did more music back when I only had like 3 or 4 guitars and a bass and one amp. I played old PV Bandits for years and years, and wished I could have some of these other amps. Now I've got all these amps, and I've got all the possibilities in front of me, and I don't have the time to make music. But if you can go and see what I used to do. Look for Tony Lee Glenn original song, and you'll get a whole bunch of different ones that I've posted out there that I recorded back, 25 years ago, back when I was poor and didn't have anything. But I got to say, if you can pony up the bucks, save up the bucks. I saved up a lot of money from freelance work that I did. Bought this thing about 1.5 years ago. I've been slow to warm up to it, just because it scared me, it intimidated me. It was just too much, and still, if you look here on my I've got hundreds of other. I've got different banks of presets and stuff here. I could go to different user settings here, and you can see what I've got. But you still see here I'm using Deluxes and Marshalls and Voxes, and so I gravitate toward what I'm most comfortable with. But Lord have mercy, there is a ton of just things to explore here, and you can go any one of those amps. If you think they're over the top, you can dial them back. You can change the sag and the bias and the hum and all these various different things that I never thought I'd ever be worried about before. To me, it's just cool to have bass, mid, and treble and a presence or whatever else, and volumes and stuff. That's just great to me, and be able to add reverbs, various different reverbs. So you got just tons of everything. You got to go to that website, look at all the different. These are just a few hours. Okay, I've got a bunch of hours loaded into mine though now. But you can go here and see what all the possibilities are as far as effects, and as far as amps and cabs, and you can mix these things up. If you want to put a 4x10 or something on a Fender amp, then do that. Use a Marshall cab on a Fender amp. You can just invent bizarre and cool possibilities. I've said enough. Yeah, it's worth having. It's expensive. If you want it, save up for it. I do like the Helix. I know there's all kind of different fractal and aux effects and all these different. Who is it? Axe effects, right? At any rate. There's different ways you could go. I have to say this. So the Helix has been around for a while. It's very established. A lot of pros use it, and they keep updating it. The 3.15 update's really cool. That's what I'm using now as I'm making this in last day of February, I guess, of 2022. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like. If there's some of these different combinations you'd like to hear, if there's an amp in here you'd like to hear cleaned up or featured in a video, I'd be glad to do it for you. Just let me know in the comments. Thanks, folks. Have a good evening.